Hello everyone, welcome back to FM16 Save with Manchester City. We are at the business end of the season now and we have got a nerve-wracking match against Spurs. You might remember at the end of last episode we played the first leg of this Champions League quarter-final and we were screwed. We had about 20 shots, Tottenham went down to 10 men and we couldn't score. I think Tottenham's goalkeeper made 10 saves in that match to hold us out. So we didn't get the away goal, and this tie is on a knife edge. We also played Spurs in the league between that match and this match, the only game we played between them. We rested all 11 of the players that you can see on your screen now and got hammered. So we're not on the best run going into this, but Tottenham used the same team for their last two matches and I think they'll use the same one today, so that team will have played 3 matches in a week and we have had a full week to recover instead. So hopefully we can put that to good use. We are at home, which means that we should hopefully have some advantage, but I think this is probably the most nervous match I've had in this save because I feel like we're on such good form. We're so close to doing this quadruple now. We've got such a strong team that if it doesn't happen now, it's going to just be so difficult to do it next season. But let's get into the match. Let's see how we do. The team is full, fit and raring to go. Spurs with a corner early on into Jan Vertonghen. And it's in from Son Heung-min inside 8 minutes. And we need 2 goals now to overturn this deficit. Not the start we wanted. Here's Pablo Zabaleta, and he's given that ball away. Zabaleta does get there again. It's all a bit sloppy from us at the moment. But here he is in space on the right, players in the middle, cut out by Spurs again, who are just looking much better than us at the moment. Kimmich nods it down to Pogba. He finds Aguero. It's gone, and there's De Bruyne, and it's 1-1, and we're back in this after 12 minutes. A very fast-paced start to this match. And it's level on aggregate, but Spurs with the advantage and the away goal. Spurs looking for a second goal. That ball put over the top. Company manages to clear it up. Now Zabaleta. He finds Sanchez and Pogba. Players ahead of him. Gives it away to Samir Nasri, but wins it back again. Sanchez in the middle. Spreads play to Zabaleta very well. Into De Bruyne. So tight in there, but here's Sanchez with space. Finds Bernat in space. He puts it across, Silva off the post, and again, and we're in front. What a turnaround in the space of 2 minutes. We've come from being behind on aggregate to being in front. Absolutely exceptional from the team. Very early highlight here for Spurs. We are ahead, but I am not comfortable. Zabaleta heads the ball down straight to Dele Alli. Samir Nasri now on the left. Can he do damage against his former club? He's picked out Ali again. He puts it into Son. Off the post, Bernat clears. 90 seconds from the Champions League semi-final. Sissoko's picked up a loose ball in midfield. We've been throwing substitutions on in a pattern to try and break up Spurs' play, and Zabaleta's won the ball. Now De Bruyne. They are so tired. If we can just hang on for 90 more seconds. Ben Davies has got the ball back for him, looking for Gabriel. Otamendi's won it, looking for Sterling, who will get there. He is fresh, and he's got pace. He beats the defence, finds Icardi. And Icardi makes sure, with a minute to go, we can enjoy this last minute of time. 3-1, we've managed to come through, and that was incredibly stressful, leaving it on a knife edge for so long. But this should be the final whistle. Nothing Spurs can do. The ball's going to go out of play and we're going to go to the Champions League semi-final. Here is the semi-final draw for the Champions League and it could be easier. We've got PSG, Juventus who knocked us out last year and Real Madrid all in the competition. There isn't really a good draw here. PSG maybe, but let's just get into it. PSG draw Juventus, and we draw Real Madrid. Well, they believe it's their trophy, Madrid. They believe they own it. They've won it 10 times, and it's our job to earn the right to lift that trophy. If you want to win it, you should be beating Real Madrid. So We'd have to do it at some point. It means we'll play either PSG or Juve in the final, which I think is fine. I think we can beat Madrid over 2 legs, but it's going to be tight, and it's going to be all about that away match. They do tend to rack up a bit of a score away from home, so we need to win the home leg and limit damage away from home in the second leg. Just a quick look at our schedule now. We've played that Champions League game, managed to get through. We're into the semi-final there, but we've also got, in just a couple of days' time, our FA Cup semi-final at Wembley against Manchester United. So these games are not getting any easier. We will then play through the Palace, Bournemouth, Madrid and Hull match, setting up next episode with a start against Madrid in the second leg, which will, next episode, take us to the end of the season and see if we can complete this challenge. We're amazingly still in it, which I found hard to believe when we were going through that really rough patch earlier in the season. But here we are, and we've got this massive game with United up next. There was no way that life was going to get any easier for us, and here we are at Wembley for another knockout match against our biggest rivals, Manchester United. This quadruple is the most stressful thing I've ever tried to do in Football Manager. I'm pretty sure of that, because it's just so many games on a knife edge. One slip up in any knockout match and your entire dream is over. Normally when you're going after the Champions League or trying to grow a club, there's room for error. There just isn't in this. United are also chasing us in the league. 5 games to go. They're 6 points behind us. They did have a chance to close that gap, but they lost against Arsenal, if I remember right. So we are still 6 points ahead with 5 games to go. So I think the title is probably in the bag. So at least in the Champions League, we have 2 legs to fix a mistake. Here at Wembley, it's all or nothing. So we need to go out there, get the players pumped up and get a result. Company wins the ball back in the box brilliantly. Now De Bruyne can launch counter-attack. Sergio Aguero, who's been struggling for form, has been brought down by Laporte there. What's this? It was a tackle from behind, and it's a red card for United. Inside 10 minutes, Manchester United have blown their chances. Surely, we've got 80 minutes against 10 men, and we're already in control. United have been frustrating us since going down to 10 men. We've not really created any chances, and neither have they. De Bruyne has had to go off with an injury. I'm hoping it's not serious because he has been our best player recently. Now Paul Pogba with a chance to create something. Janmaat cuts it out, and Hulk can maybe get the ball here. He's got Rooney ahead of him. Janmaat making the run down the right. Surely United aren't going to take the lead here with 10 men. Otamendi cuts the ball out brilliantly. Pogba looks at Florenzi, who came on for De Bruyne. Now Aguero with Sterling with him. Aguero going himself. Sterling in the middle if he can pick him out. Sanchez off the post. We've not managed to do it in normal time. It's still 0-0. We're being really heavily frustrated. United are creating nothing, but they're not letting us get the shots on target. We have still got one substitution to make. Aguero picked up an injury, so he was off for Icardi. Pogba is struggling for fitness a bit, so he's a likely change, but Sanchez hasn't been performing, so I might leave Pogba on and switch Sanchez. Or either way, I'm going to give it a bit more time, see what happens, and then we can make the change. Bernat with the throw. We're on 100 minutes now. We have taken off Pogba, brought on David Silva with Florenzi moving into centre midfield. Bernat with a chance to cross. He puts it into Icardi. And the ball's just been cleared out. Company with a chance to recreate. Now Sanchez. Player 3 on the right. It's Zabaleta. He's got people in the middle. Pass it in. David Silva with a shot and it's cleared out again. Company one more time. Into Sanchez. Now Florenzi to Smalling. Smalling's still there. Smalling still got it. Smalling scores! I've done it again. I've said Chris Smalling. I keep saying it. I think it's whenever we play United. Whenever Raheem Sterling's in an exciting position, I have to say Chris Smalling. But I don't care. We're 1-0 up against United in extra time. It's taken so long to break them down. United looking to come back at us with Wayne Rooney. There's Memphis Depay. And there's the equaliser. And I was still excited about our goal. And they've gone and scored down the other end. And this is what this game does to you. Oh, I've still not calmed down from that 1 minute of football. We've got another chance. Icardi on the ball. Finds Raheem Sterling. And there's David Silva. He's onside. We're 2-1 up. The substitute in extra time with the goal. And we're 2-1 up. Surely now we can hold on. Oh, I'm terrified any time there's a highlight and it's not the 121st minute. It looks like it's our highlight though. Silva to Zabaleta. We should be the fresher team with 11 men. and late substitutions. Kondogbia gets there first, but Schneiderlin picks it up. He's looking for Hulk, who is absolutely knackered. Kondogbia wins the ball again. Bernat has got Icardi free in the middle. He's got the pace. He's got the energy. He beats 2 defenders and he scores. And that is all she wrote. 3-1 again. Another late goal to wrap it up from Mauro Icardi. And we could get a 4th or 5th from here. Our front three are so fresh. Oh, my heart is literally pumping at the excitement from this match. Sad to admit, but this game really does still get to me when you put so much time and effort into achieving something. To actually do it when you have all the stress of them getting that equalising goal when I thought we'd done it. Here's Bernat. Surely not time for a 4th. He puts the ball in. Rojo's there. Just waiting for that whistle. There's nothing United can do, just as Spurs had nothing they could do. And we have done it, and it's relief more than anything. We have managed to make it to the FA Cup final. We're still in all the competitions. I don't understand how we're doing this, but we're managing to pull through. And I need to lie down. Unfortunately, we've still got 4 more matches to get through in the league. A Champions League match as well. That'll be nice and relaxing. But we have done it. We've knocked out the rivals. We've made it to the FA Cup final. We don't know who we're playing yet, but we'll find out soon. Well, we have found out that it is Liverpool that we will be playing in that FA Cup final. So from one bitter rival to another in the FA Cup. If we want to win it, we're going to do it the hard way. But we have a couple of more normal games now with our 6-point cushion in the league. We are going to have to rest people. It's only been a couple of days since that United match, which was a couple of days after the Spurs match. We've got Bournemouth a couple of days after this match, and then Madrid a couple of days after that. So the games are coming thick and fast into the end of the season because we're in so many competitions still that we are going to have to start cycling players. I don't really care if we lose the next 2 matches. It means the players will be fresh for that game against Madrid. My goal is to rest half this time, half next time. The injuries to De Bruyne and Aguero rule them out today, but only short-term injuries. They're only for 4 or 5 days, so they should be back for the Madrid game. And I think this team should be strong enough. Enough of them have been playing regularly this season, so they should be able to get through this game without any major scares. We are away from home, so I would settle for a draw given our 6-point cushion. But hopefully we can get the win and rest a lot of players for the game against Bournemouth. Sissoko has picked up a knock in the middle. We will have to take him off. But here's a chance for Adebayor, and Palace have made the most of the injury to Sissoko. Kondogbia coming on for him, but we're 1-0 down inside 11 minutes with work to do. Palace looking to hit us again, but Kondogbia wins the ball there. The substitute making an impact. Now Bernat out on the left. He skips past his defender. Into a brilliant position. Sterling at the back post, off the post. Icardi picks up the loose ball. Dykes, I think, made the huge mistake. And there was Mauro Icardi, 17 goals for the season after a struggling start. He is becoming our main striker. Oh, we've done it. I wasn't expecting anything to come of that. We were only meant to have 2 minutes of extra time. Instead, we've had 4. And Raheem Sterling scores in the 49th minute of the first half, probably the 50th. And we're back in front. Or in front, rather. That came out of nowhere. Time nearly up. We've ground out a victory here as Brandon Barker finds Raheem Sterling. It comes out to Bernat. That goal from nowhere from Raheem Sterling in the 50th minute of the first half has given us 3 points. A very good victory. I was not genuinely expecting to win this match, but we've managed to do it. Qualified for the Champions League next season in the process. 8 points clear of United, who are held by Newcastle, and that is surely the title. We are 4 points away from the Premier League title. It is time for that match at home against Bournemouth, and you might be able to tell I am risking absolutely no one. In fact, I'm even not going to risk our second striker, Mauro Icardi. Stefan Jovetic can start. We've got players like Adarabioyo, Garbett, Barker, all coming into the team. Zuma even playing defensive midfielder. Rooley even coming in goal. I'm not even going to risk Joe Hart for this match. I do not care about the result. We're 8 points clear with 4 games to go in the league, and we are playing Real Madrid on Tuesday. So I don't care what happens. Hopefully we get the win. Hopefully we get 3 points and we pretty much wrap up the league. But it's all just about giving players a run out and resting our key players for this match. Well, our second strong side are actually putting in a very dominant performance here against Bournemouth. Florenzi being the playmaker. Jovetic is on the ball. He finds Brandon Barker. Brandon Barker scores. He's onside, and he is just the best young player. I really should give him more game time. He always performs in brilliant fashion, and we've got the lead against Bournemouth. Just 10 minutes left as Bournemouth pass the ball around. They have grown into this match in the second half. Barini with the ball. Picks out Richie. Garbutt's there. He's had a good performance today. Picks out Romagnoli, who's not had such a good performance. And he gives the ball away again, but Garbutt's there. Both living up to their reputations that I just described. Now Francis to Richie. Kasami, he can pull some strings. Harriata certainly can. There's Wilson into Barini. Oh, and they've done it with 9 minutes left. They've got the equaliser. Well, I said the result wasn't important today. It is going to finish 1-1 in a disappointing fashion. We shouldn't have conceded that late goal, but our defence has been incredibly makeshift, so I can't have any complaints at the draw. Resting 11 players. Florenzi just having a late run at the defence, and that is the full-time whistle. And we can now just forget this game and move on to the massive match with Real Madrid in the Champions League semi-final. Here is how we're going to line up for that massive match with Madrid. It is a brand new team from that Bournemouth draw. Just look at the average ratings of these players in the last 5 matches and see why they were rested. Aguero and De Bruyne are both back from injury, both not quite at full match fitness, but enough for me to play them at home against Madrid. Hopefully we can get a good result and keep a clean sheet as the most important thing. The defence is rock solid, no problems. I still don't think there's any injuries in the squad now that those two are back. Oh, Mrs. Sissoko is injured, but other than that, a full-strength squad, and hopefully it will count today. We managed to change everybody for that last match, so everybody should be fresh. And I am very nervous, but hopefully we can come through with a good result to take to the Bernabeu. After some early nerves, we have started to stamp our authority on this match with 6 shots. Zabaleta picks out Sanchez. Zabaleta's free on the right. Ronaldo didn't track him. It's come for Sanchez again. He pulls it back to Kimmich in space at the edge of the area. Switches it to Bernat with loads of room. If he can get in the cross, there's 3 on the edge of the area. There's De Bruyne. It's come for Zabaleta again. Skips past one, pulls it back. Aguero off the bar. Sterling. We've got the lead against Madrid. 1-0. Raheem Sterling scored quite a few important goals this season. That's his 12th. And we lead Real Madrid in the Champions League semi-final. Real Madrid still struggling to get in this match, but they've got a chance with Benzema. They've been pretty clinical when they have had chances, but Kompany's cut out that ball. He just looks for Sterling to make the run, but he doesn't make it. Carvajal has found Gareth Bale, the substitute. He's into the box. Joe Hart with another strong save. Just 8 minutes to see out. We're still 1-0 ahead against Madrid, but Ronaldo's got into that ball. Zabaleta wins it back, and now it's given away again. Why are we giving the ball away? Bale's thrown goal. And Bale scores. Why did we give the ball away twice there? Gareth Bale gets his 18th of the season and it's level, and they've got the advantage with that away goal. Florenzi with the last minute corner. Now Sterling finds Renato Sanchez. He goes for goal and Otamendi's there. He's offside. I thought we'd done it in the last minute. Oh. So painful this episode. I mean, we've done alright, we've come through all the matches well, but this draw leaves us with a lot of work to do in Madrid. I really thought we'd come through that game. Players are fired up for the second leg, but that hurts. We just have a look at the schedule. We play them in a week. We're going to rest everybody for the whole match and then go again away at Madrid. We're just on the edge of achieving our goal now. We're into the cup final against Liverpool. We're 1 match away from the Champions League final, but it's away against Real Madrid. The Premier League is all done and dusted. We are, if we have a look, 8 points clear with 3 games left. A win or even a draw will probably see that through. Even a loss would probably be enough if United fail to win. but it's all going to come down to these last few games. I think we will end the episode here, just because then we've got the 6 matches through to the Champions League final. And I might make that, if we make it, last episode match. So we'll have the FA Cup final next episode, and hopefully there will be another episode after that where we will play in the Champions League final. But this has been incredibly stressful for me, and I really do need to go have a lie down. So if you've enjoyed listening to me stress all over YouTube, do drop a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe to see what happens in that FA Cup final and if we can overturn that draw with Madrid in the second leg. But until then, take care, and I will see you next time.